And we're live.
All right, I'll call the meeting to order. Karen, can you do the roll call, please?
Alrighty, Chris,
Here.
Dave,
Here.
Richard,
Here.
Tor. I see him.
All right, it's unmute. Here.
Nancy, Sally, Heather,
You're on mute, Heather.
Here.
thank you.
Sorry.
That's okay.
All right, do we have any amendments to the agenda for today's meeting? Hearing none, do I have a motion to approve? So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do we have any amendments to the minutes from the last meeting? Hearing none, do you have a motion to approve? So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You can't get it.
Do we have any public comments that are unrelated to agenda items? Hearing none, we'll move on. We have nothing on the consent calendar. We have two public hearing items. The first is a consideration of an application for a special use permit for Petersburg Mental Health Services at 100 Fram Street. Is there any public testimony?
Hi, I'm here. This is Major Ronnie with the Salvation Army. Since it's infringing on our property, my first question is, since I found the property stake and the stairs are already on and crossed over the property line, is there any kind of easement or right-of-way that the Army's already given away to mental health? Because I have nothing in my files, neither does headquarters. So is there something on the file where they already got permission to encroach?
Going to take away the encroachment.
Liz, can you answer that?
I'm going to take a stab. He's on the line here, and she can answer if I'm wrong.
Okay.
My guess is that, these were built a long time ago, and predate good surveying, maybe? And so those stairs have been there for as long as anyone can remember, and so the actual request is to actually move those stairs away from and off of the Salvation Army property. I don't know that there is an easement beyond, because you could pursue adverse possession or something where if you're using somebody's property knowingly, you could go to court and try to get that, but that's really...
No, that's not ours.
That's not what we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
What we're dealing with is probably a mistake that was made, 20, 30, 40 years ago, and now mental health is trying to address that mistake and move their staircase off of the adjoining property. But Kathy, you can correct me if I'm wrong about that.
No, you're correct, Liz. That's what it is.
Okay, my question is, okay, I looked at all these nice pictures you sent out, and it shows an orange line. What is the orange line? It just says an easement of property, but it doesn't say we got a pathway. Are they going to put anything else there? Remove the stairs is a great idea, but I don't understand what the little orange line is beside that building.
Could you reference the page?
Oh, yeah. It is,
There it is.
10 of 19.
I don't know if there's a page. Oh.
The A100
Lowercase a?
A100, yes, that one.
Do you want me to explain it, Liz? That red line is actually what we're infringing upon now, which is going to go away. That page is showing how things set that where we put the Salvation Army property, that's where we kind of encroach. And in the front, where the ramp is, that's the existing encroachment is into the street right of way. So this is showing the existing encroachment. And then if you flip to the other page, the green is showing how it's going to be when it's done.
Oh, on the other side of the building. Okay. So that means they're going to take the stairs off the Salvation Army property and then our land will be back.
Send it again.
Right? Property line still holds good?
Yes.
So those, okay. And my concern also is when they do this, last year, oh, probably not you guys' problem. Who takes care of mental health property? Is not a borough thing?
No, we're private enterprise.
You
The
want to
mental
just
health thing?
come over here?
Because last
We don't have anything to do with the state mental health trust or the borough or anything like that. We're an independent nonprofit.
because last year when they fixed their roof, they did damage to my property, but when I went up to the
Okay,
top, they
meeting
were gone,
ID.
and I didn't know who they were. So I didn't know who's doing that. When they come
357.
onto my property to work, they
385
damaged last year.
1203.
They still come onto my property to mow. but
Password is
I just would have been a
272.
contractor, and if you'd have let me know,
397.
I could have took care of it. So
I'm sorry,
you need
Joe.
to let someone here at the building in the office know or something.
Okay, thank you, Kathy.
Yeah.
Is this that girl story? If we get that far before I get my other state?
Or you can
That
do
was
it on
my
your
only
phone.
concerns, one thing, guys, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Is there any further testimony? Hearing none, do we have a motion so we can discuss?
I move that we approve the easement or the permit. Excuse me.
Discussion? It looks pretty straightforward to me and it resolves the issue, so.
Here we go.
You're going to be
What are your
recorded
thoughts,
here
Gordon?
when I take my.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, it's non-conforming, but we're moving more towards conforming. I think that's the goal, and I don't see any other way to, like, yeah, it seems like the best option for what the structure
Yeah.
is. I agree.
Yeah, I agree too.
Thanks, Steve. Any further comments? Karen, you want to do a roll call?
Okay. Just one moment.
I just want to make sure that the motion is just to recommend to the assembly that they issue this special use permit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought,
Heather?
yes.
Tor?
Yes.
Richard?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Chris?
Yeah. Okay, we have consideration of an application from Gerald Bora for a conditional use permit. Do we have any public testimony?
This is Sally. I just figured out *6 and get unmuted. I really have been here the whole time. I thought my mute on my phone was unmuting me, but it wasn't.
Okay. Yeah.
This is Joe. If anybody's got any specific questions, I'm not really giving testimony, but he said they're swamped at the station, so he can't make the meeting. But if you got specific questions, he kind of briefed me on what he's got going that might not be in the packet. So
Okay.
So I'll throw that in there.
Hey, Chris, I have one question for,
Yeah.
does he own the property, Joe?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
The driveway to the back of the house, is that on his property or does he share it with his neighbor?
No, that driveway down, there's a fence divided, there's a kind of like a one-lane road that goes to the back of his yard. That's where he kind of backed up and used that wood there. But that's what the back door is going to be for entrance to the room where he'll be conducting his business. And
So he shares that access with his neighbor?
no,
No, he does not. Yes, okay. Thank
no.
you.
That's, the fence is the dividing line between the property, and his road access is on his property, and I said in the fence, on the other side of the fence is the neighbor's property.
Thank you.
Any further public testimony or questions? Hearing none, do we have a motion so we can discuss?
So move.
Second.
Any further discussion?
Yeah, Mr. Chair.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, Joe, could you give us more details? I don't know if you. So
Yeah.
just firearm transfer, and I was just wondering, so it's just buying and selling firearms?
Correct. He is going to have no inventory of guns. He is going to sell no ammo. It's pretty much like he's got the FFL license, and he's like the middleman. He'll be, ordering and signing over and transferring. The most traffic he'd have, he said, would be somebody coming to pick up a gun. And that would be pretty much one at a time, if at all, or he could deliver. But there will be no inventory and there will be no ammo.
This is Sally. Can I make a comment? When we sent 2 guns back to my stepson in Boston, who's a member of a gun club, we had to go through a person with a license to the FFL license in order to ship it to another FFL in Massachusetts. And that's kind of what Lloyd Tinas did for us. And that's what he wants to do with his business now, Mr. Toyamuro.
Yeah.
Mr. Chair?
Yes.
That's exactly right, Sally. That's exactly, and it's pretty much the same operation that Eric Wolf is doing too. It's kind of ironic that we have 2 people getting their FFL licenses and doing transfers in the small town at the same time, but that's what they want to do. But Sally's right. You can't ship a gun from state to state without having an FFL licensed person on both ends.
Correct. They also wrap it for you too and mail it.
Any further questions or testimony? Hearing none, do we, Karen, can you do the roll call, please?
Dave?
Yes.
Sally?
Yes.
Heather?
Yes.
Richard?
Yes.
Chris?
Yes.
And Tor?
Yep.
All right. Non-agenda items. I think we probably should hear from Joe and Liz concerning the Brian Whitney situation, because I'm sure there'll be commissioner comments concerning that.
You want me to take that, Liz?
Go ahead. Thanks.
Yeah, go ahead. Thanks. Well, I would try to, I didn't have everybody's addresses to send you a picture. I got a picture this morning from Mr. Whitney, and the containers are both off the premises. All the structure is down. It's a vacant area right now. So pretty much that's the end of that, I think.
All right.
They've got sewer and water hooked up to his house, which is under construction, so they are utilizing that as they're working on it. So they've got, you know, an authorized septic system now. Well, wait, can't see. Yeah, they got an authorized septic system now, and they're living in it, and we'll proceed with that structure now as was permitted, and go about our normal operation of inspections as needed, and we will continue to work on that till it's done. But it's good news, and I don't know, we had all your addresses, we can send you a picture that he sent me that shows the barren area, so you have it for your, there's some pretty dense fog, but I don't think there's anything hidden behind the fog, Liz.
Not like today.
Yeah, he took the picture this morning, so it's pretty foggy out on Frederick Point, I think.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm really glad that he's complying finally after all these years. It'll be so nice to not think about it or have it on the agenda.
I agree. Thank you.
And I'm happy for him that he has a nice place to move into.
Yeah, nice.
Any further staff or commissioner comments?
I just have one comment. This will be my last meeting. I've enjoyed being on the planning commission. I can't even remember how many years it's been. But thanks, guys. I'll miss talking about Brian Whitney.
You and me both.
Or maybe he'll make it to the assembly and you can talk about it there.
Hopefully not. If I do get elected, I'll, since I am kind of familiar with all the planning and zoning stuff, I'll hopefully be able to educate people on the assembly, because that's been one of my beefs in years past. Is there seems occasionally there's been a disconnect between us and the assembly.
All right.
Good luck, Dave.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey.
Yeah, I think I'm going to jump on there too. I'm doing the same. I think my term expired here, and yeah, I think it's been good. Learned a lot, definitely, and yeah, it's been fun. Especially, I mean, I think Dave and Chris and Richard, I think we've all been on here the whole time. It's been 5 years or more, so it's been great working with you guys. The new additions as well. It's been great perspectives.
So does this mean we're going to be running short in October?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
How many people are on for re-election right now?
Just Nancy and Heather, I believe.
And Chris, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll have two empty spots. Right?
Yeah, so if Dave there's nobody else running to fill Dave's spot, or?
No, there's only 3 people running for 5 spots.
Okay. We'll have two open spots.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
That can be appointed.
Yeah. If you can think of people, please encourage them.
And if I don't get elected, I'll be happy to consider being appointed.
Oh, good. I was hoping you'd say that. You're kind of historical, Dave.
Does that mean I'm old?
You have our history. You know?
Experience.
Yes.
No.
Our next meeting is scheduled for October 13th at noon. Are we going to be in-house, or are we going to be virtual? Karen, what's the status on that?
As far as I know, it's a day-to-day situation, so I would plan on Zoom. And then if the situation changes, then it's easy enough to let you all know. But I would plan on Zoom.
All right, well, On that note, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.